What values are really important for entrepreneurs? A common question that's discussed in many classes. I tend to look at it from three different perspectives. There are social aspects to it, social values, and then there are professional values, and there are personal values. It's important to look at from different perspectives. Now look at personal values, like your integrity, your commitment, your honesty. These are personal to you as an individual, and they are important, and many people have explicitly brought those values into their products, into their commitments to customers, into their commitments to their suppliers. So those values get ingrained into the organization. The second part is looking at the professional values. When you look at the professional values, there is ethics, professional ethics. There are organizations which will not bribe, organizations will not give or take bribe. They don't get into corruption. They're very serious about the way they manage employees. They make sure there is fairness and equity in the organization. So those values get also ingrained into the organization. This is what creates culture. At the end of the day, these are the things that create culture. Now let's look at the societal values or the social values. What are the social values? Some people are committed to the environment, for example. And in the products they do, in the effluent treatment, they won't compromise because they believe that they need to have those values upheld. And then there is also a social commitment to the poorer sections of society, or people who have issues which they solve through their own products. So either through their products and services, they would address those issues to correspond to their social values, or they might use their CSR funds to fund other activities which would also, in a sense, give back to society a part of what they have made from society. So these are usually the clusters of values that come into play, which do two things. It defines the organization and its culture. They deeply get ingrained into the culture of the organization, and it's visible to customers. No matter what we say, these values speak for themselves. They become very visible to employees, suppliers, anybody who deals with them, all the stakeholders, including your shareholders and the people who invest money in you. So I think it makes sense to have a clear set of values along these three dimensions, describe it, define it, and publish it, so that everyone knows about this. This is what we stand for. I think this is a very important part of entrepreneurship, especially going into the future where there are large social issues. For example, there are large personal issues, and there are also large business issues on the horizon. So how you navigate through that will depend on how clearly you define these values and live by them. Thank you.